You build me up like building blocks just so you can break me down. You try to explain, but before you can start, those crybaby tears come out of the dark.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. Don't make me sad and move. You don't know the half of you.
I'm not a little kid now.
Corpse Bride is directed by Tim Burton and tells the story of a young man named Victor Van Dort, who is played by Johnny Depp. He's about to be married to a woman who he never knew in his life, named Victoria. And while the wedding goes wrong and he runs off into the woods to practice his words and the marriage proposal, he accidentally marries a dead corpse bride, and he's going to have to find his way back to the world of the living, because now he's in the world of the dead. So we gotta get there before she marries someone else. And now, this movie is fantastic, and I'm not sure what else to say about it because I feel like I'm going to be saying some of the same things that a lot of people will probably say when they review this movie. So I'm just going to give you some honest thoughts, and I'm just going to do a quick review like I haven't seen this movie before, because I have seen this movie before and I could have reviewed it last year and the year before that, but I decided to review it now. So let's start. Now, Johnny Depp, he is great in this film. As a voice actor, I thought I did not see Johnny Depp. Well, I obviously can't see him because he's voicing a character, but I'm not in the mind that this is Johnny Depp. This is the character, and that says a lot because I actually cared about his character a whole lot. He is just wanting to keep things in one coherent stage. He wants everything to just be normal. He wants to just be happy, and he really can't get that if he's married to a dead corpse, which is already unhuman enough and normal. So throughout the film, you just see him grow to care about these people, care about this girl, and he's understanding why some things are happening and why some things are what they are. And just his whole character development throughout the movie was just so fleshed out real well. And at the end, you really do want to root for this character to win the day and have his marriage go right. So overall, Victor crap, I forgot his last names. It's a Victorian something name. This movie takes place in an old Victorian town, and this gives Tim Burton the opportunity to go as stylish with his animation as he can, and he goes for it. The set pieces here for the stop motion film is amazing. It looks so beautiful. This is a gorgeous looking movie. Yeah, it's black and white. Mostly it's black and white, but it does have its vibrant colors. Whereas when it has to have them, and the humor, the dark humor also especially, and the lighthearted children's humor, it's meshed real well with these characters. And this is something that was done real well in movies like The Nightmare Before Christmas, which Tim Burton did not direct, but he was heavily involved in the production. And so here, now that he's directing it, you get to see what he could have done for a movie like Nightmare Before Christmas, and he did a great job. I loved what he did and how he directed his scenes in this film. The songs also are really catchy. I did not expect for these songs back then to stick with me as much as A Nightmare Before Christmas, but I still have them memorized in my head, like the beginning of the movie when and everything goes according to plan, or Tears to Shed. It was all great stuff, and of course, or Danny Elfman's Bone song about the corpse bride. It remains of the day. It was all great. I love the soundtrack. And I love the score also. It is really eerie. It is really cool to play for Halloween parties and stuff. And it really flows in the movie real well, and it really adds to each scene. And so the soundtrack, really good. I really dig it. Pacing, real good. It's real fast. It goes by. It is a really short movie. It's an hour and 20 something minutes, around that. But the movie felt like it stays. It felt like an hour and 20 minutes. And the pacing has something to do with that, because it never felt too slow, never felt too fast. It just felt just right, and you're just having an enjoyable experience. And overall, Corpse Bride is really just a simple movie when you think about it, and just a simple premise and idea that worked real well with great direction, great voice acting, and a great animation. It was really one of those original ideas that really does stick with you, and you could tell that these creators had a huge passion behind the project, and they really put their efforts into it, and it paid off. I only had like a few issues with this movie. That is the parents of Victor. I wish they could have been taken out of the movie. I just found them pretty annoying throughout the film, and they could have just changed them up. I understand why they're there, but I just thought they were annoying throughout the film, and I really just didn't care about it. Also, there are some jokes that don't quite land. And that is none of the dark humor. It's some of the more kid-friendly humor, and that never really appealed to me. But overall, the humor was pretty good, but it's just some of the more childish humor that the movie has. I didn't really find funny. But those are my only issues I have with this film. Overall, I love Corpse Bride. I thought it was a great film, and I'm gonna give it an A-. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.